Please forgive me for breaking protocol with regards to my introduction. I've been asked to take over on this job, and the only thing that I know about it so far is that customer states that the power windows are slow and that the vehicle doesn't start.
Okay, I need to switch gears here. What is this thing? Some kind of green Plymouth or a Dodge? It's a Chrysler product. No badge. I think it's a Plymouth Voyager. You guys remember those things? What are you? No, it's a Dodge. Definitely a Dodge. It's a Grand Caravan SE model. Okay. Ever since having replaced the alternator and the battery, the power windows go slow or something. So I'm gonna try to figure out what their problem is. I don't really know. Slow moving power windows. Yeah, that could happen from low voltage or something. And I also hear someone told them that it has a bad alternator. I don't know, let's figure this out. Let's first see if it starts. No, that's dead. That's stupid dead. Okay. To the charger. There it is. All right, let's go charge this thing. Now, naturally, I can't test a dead battery. It's got to be charged, or we have to attempt to charge it before I can fully test that battery. But I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this thing hooked up, and we're going to get it to a running condition. And then I want to at least see what kind of output voltage the alternator is making. And maybe then we can probe around a little bit and see if we cannot figure out what's going on here. So, let us get to it. Wow, these terminals are, I mean, yeah. I choose to reserve my words for how I feel about this. Charging unit powering on. All right, this has been going for a while. We're charging 30 amps. Let's see if this thing's gonna start. I want to see charging system voltage. No. What is this? Hang on, I'm gonna use my my right hand. My left hand doesn't have the skills to get this thing to do what I want. Neither does my right hand. There we go. Just gotta wiggle it around a little bit. Well, it seems to start well with some power. Now that it's running, check on that window business. Yeah, that window's a little slow. It goes down fast. It seems to be some kind of a worn out regulator. Yeah, that one goes faster. Yeah, when these window motors get a little tired, they tend to go up slow and down fast. Window gravity. Let's see, do we have rear windows? No, we have vents. We got rear vents. That's cool. The left rear window vent is inoperative. All right, enough screwing around. Let's go check charging system voltage. All right, meter's ready. Let's power off the charger. We can't get an accurate test if this thing's cranking amps into the system. Ooh, those are warm. All right, moment of truth here. Let's see what we get. Engine running. Alternator should be alternating. Negative Ghost Rider, look at that. 11.55 volts. That's not good. Let's take a look at our charging system in here. Oh heck, that's not good either. Look at that positive crankcase ventilation tube that's just open to atmosphere. Well, I can confirm we do have a new alternator. It appears to be plugged in. Yeah, the thing must have crapped out, who knows? But it's not running. They probably suffocated to death because of all this insulation that's on it. Look at that. It's not good for alternators. They don't need to have a blanket. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to dig into this and pull this thing down. Make sure that's actually connected back there. And if it is, check it for the proper powers and grounds from the ECM, and that will determine if this unit is faulty or not. Probably. Additionally, I will have to make mention of these battery terminal ends, and of course I'm going to continue to charge this, and I will do the test on this afterwards. So let me go let everybody know what I found. So stay tuned, because this is going to be a very good video. Oh, it's going to die. Oh, 5 volts, 6 volts. She gone. Died at 6 volts. Impressive, actually. Let's put the charger back on this again. All right, folks, we're moving on here. We are going to go ahead and pull this nadir out and figure out what's going on. You know, something doesn't feel right about this, and I don't know what I'm going to find when I pull this unit out, but I don't think it's just as simple as a failed replacement part. I think something's going on here. Anyway, let's get it apart and find out. I need to get the belts off. There's a 15mm wrench that's going to be required to actuate this tensioner. Let's get that thing loose. We'll pull the belt off the nadir, and then we'll start removing bracketry. Alright, let's see what I can do about this tensioning device here. Put my curvy wrench on it. Is that going to be enough? There we go. Danger. My fingies were in danger. You guys see that? We'll just tuck that down over there, kind of out of the way. Alright, we're gonna need, looks like 15s and 13s to get this bracket out of here. Oh, I was nervous that the threads on that fastener were going to back this into the wiper cowl and get me stuck. The danger is real. What else is holding this thing on? There's another bolt there. Hang on here. What's that one? And I think I can start pulling the nadir out. I might be able to sneak this out without removing this bracket. Now let's just see. Sorry if I'm in y'all's way. Gotta get to what I gotta get to. This is easier than I thought it was gonna be. I shouldn't have said that. I know better. Alright. Let's see what we can do about this insulation business. I think I just need to kind of tear it out of there. There's our plug. Let's inspect that. Come here, connector. That looks good. All right. Uh-oh. What is this? Look at that. That's the stud. Or the output post terminal. What is that? Oh no. That's a not bolted on melted connector. Uh-oh. Okay, let's pull this unit out of here. If I can. I think I can squeeze it out through this hole. Bear with me. It's a tight squeeze. And it's stuck. What have I done? Oh no. Why are we stuck? I saw what happened here. Come here, Nader. Are you tiny enough to fit? It's gonna come out through here. It is my will. Here she comes. Here, you guys are in the way. Back up. Ah, got it. Looky here. There's the nut, and it's melted slash welded to the stud. When the power cable was connected right here, this wasn't tight enough, and there was space in there, and that space created a bunch of arcing, and that arcing pretty much melted slash welded the little nut right here. Or this was already on and my guy slipped the cable, or this was already on, like it was already threaded, the nut was already threaded onto the stud, and they put the cable over top and it was just sitting on there, not bolted down at all. Either way, this Nader is ruined, and it's no longer a parts warranty, it's now a store warranty, because like I mentioned, this store did this job at one point. That's my understanding. Either way, this is a failure of epic proportions, but now we're going to unfail the situation. Hey, a new Nader. What's up? Just the right stuff? Yeah, I think that's the right one. Looks good. Brackets match, the connectors match. Yeah, see how the nut is already on this stud right here on this alternator? I think that when this was installed, they just slipped the cable over that stud and just kind of left it there. Tragic oversight at best. Either way, that's why it failed. You have got to bolt down your cable on your Nader. Now I have to fix that cable too. All right, instructional literature. You don't need that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to get as best of a view on this as I can. Right here, we're looking at the cable, and oh, lost it. You can see how it's a little boogered up from the arcing, the sparking, etc., from the loose connection. This terminal end is still kind of reusable. Due to its location, this is going to be a serious bear to remove and replace, or replace the cable, because it's integrated into the wiring harness. So what I'm going to try to do is just clean this up and reuse it. Although it is missing a piece, there's plenty of contact area here where if it's properly bolted down, it'll make a good connection. So I do believe I can save that. I'm just going to sand this off, and I'll sand off this other side and clean up all this burnt corrosion stuff right here, and we'll see how it turns out. This is going to be an achievement on its own, just trying to reach in there. Loud noises. I got my Ziz wheel. Very carefully, we're going to do this. Getting a little warm. Alright, that's one side cleaned up okay. Let me try to flip this around and hit that other side.
Will you have a minute? Can I see you by the service?
Yeah, stand by. Let me finish this cable thing right here. I'm stuck. Nice and shiny. Hope you guys can see it. That's pretty shiny. We're good. I can reuse that. I'll be right back. Alright, so I need to go in here and get rid of this insulation that's all torn up. I hate to cut it out of there, but you can't be sitting on the air vents for the alternator. Oh, that's nasty. Run! Air! Yeah, I'm just gonna go in with the razor blade and cut away the stuff that's interfering and that's touching the unit. There's no saving it. It's permanently deformed, and now it's going to be permanently removed. Catch is doing it without tearing it up even worse and making a bigger problem than what we started with. That's what I'm afraid of. I think we'll be all right. Wow, that's freaking ugly. Let's get our new nader in. It's got to sneak in through the same little hole here. Come on, you're almost in there. Please. It's getting hung up on one of those clips that was over here on the strut tower. That's what we're fighting with here. But I think victory has been achieved. It's stuck again. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Now we're properly situated. Now, vital. Now the next phase, as we have determined, is quite critical. You need to bolt the thing on. Oh, I can't reach. Let's see here. I want to get the power connector first. I've got the eyelet over the shaft. It's oriented properly. Now I just need to get in there with a nut and tighten it down. Okay, there's our nut. Slide that over the stud. Ring. Hope it threads. Please thread. Yeah, I think she's going. All right, it's tight. It's hand tight. Thanks, buddy. Alright, let's do some hand clicks here. Make sure we don't repeat the failure that just occurred. Not only would that be bad, that'd be extremely embarrassing. Over here blah-de-blahing about work quality and whatnot, and then I go and do the same thing. Click. Oh, you know what though? In defense of the fellow that did this last, they actually could have over tightened that bolt, or the nut rather, and broken the stud, and then the vibration or the looseness of the stud is what actually caused the arcing. It's possible that was tightened down. It just may have been too tight. I like to at least extend the benefit of the doubt, because I know if I screw up, I would appreciate if somebody would at least give me the consideration or the courtesy of assuming that I tried to do a good job. All right, now this is for sure connected. It's bolted on. Oh, by the way, that PCV thing right here that we saw earlier, we're not going to do anything with that because the hose goes that way and it's not here. And they don't want to pull the intake off of this to do more work. So, that is that. More doodly-doos. Alright, going back in, I want to get that bottom bolt on the left started. Let's get it lined up and I'll run it through and then I'll do the top bracket. Come on, up. I'm fighting gravity with my fingertips. There. Oh, you guys couldn't see, it was dark. Sorry. There. Now you can see. For now. Okay, let's fit this bracket and not neglect our little ground wire here. And we'll tighten this stuff down. Come here, Nader. That was violent. Boom. What is this? There. It didn't want to fit, so I shoved it in. Alright, that one's good. I got two more over here. And then the one under my palm. Yeah, that's two little 13s. Ground wire. Out of there. Excellent. Linkages. Two more. And I got the one more at the bottom to apply torque to. Ooh, socket gravity. Over here. Yeah, one more down there to get it. We're in good shape here. Click. Give that one some manual clicks real quick. Clicks real quick. Haha, that was funny. There we go. Alright, let's see. We got a little wire loom deal to put back inside of there. I think it was this one. I think it was that one. Right? Well, it is now. And of course, we have our belt. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to sort this out without making it worse. Oh, and it came off the idler pulley down below. All right, it's falling off. It's doing everything I wanted it to not do, or everything that I didn't want it to do. Words. All right, I think I got her. Stay. Somebody was just lurking behind me. They want something, but then they left. It's like they wanted something, but they didn't want it bad enough to be a burden. They'll be back. They always come back. Oh no, not enough. I'm gonna try to ratchet this wrench. Yeah, I'm pulling on the belt so it can't go back, and then I'm ratcheting the wrench to get more of a turn on the tensioner. Really risky. And I failed, the belt came off. Oh no, I can't fail here. There's no redemption. I think I'm off somewhere because I can't barely get this belt to want to go on. But if I can get it on enough where I can let go of the wrench, I can go sort out where it's not aligned. Okay, that's good enough. Let's go see where I foobarred this. Oh, nowhere. It's just being difficult. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. I just took a look at everything. Oh, don't make me pry bar you, you silly little belt. I'll do it. One rib at a time. Patience. Yeah, there we go. Victory. I'm gonna crawl down under and just go double check this belt and make sure that everybody's aligned. It looks like power steering is, tensioner is, alternator is. Looking at the AC compressor, that's looking good. Flashlight gravity, that's normal. Everything's going just fine. Crank pulley looks good down there. Yeah, this belt's in good shape. Let's hook up our battery, check our charging system now. Begin battery connection now. Oh, disclaimer, I started this video on one day and this is the next day. So I never actually put this battery on a charger last night. I don't like to let the chargers run overnight. I don't want to burn the building down. All right, ram a Caravan. Starting the engine now. Installed. And it runs. All right. Okay, it's alive. Our nadir appears to be nading. All right, let's take it with the meter. Okay, meter's out. We're on voltage. That's our negatory. There it is, 14.1, 14.2. Let me go fire up all the loads, headlights, high beams, radio, blower motor, etc. And let's see what kind of performance this thing does at a full load situation. All right, everybody's turned on, maximum current. Not bad, we're still at 14.1, and that's on a discharged battery. So once this thing comes up to charge, we're gonna see voltages in the mid 14s, 14.3, 14.4, 14.5 tops. So I think we're in good shape here. This is a success. But hang on, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. I just found out we're gonna go ahead and replace these terminal ends. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these wires off right here, restrip them, and these are getting a little short. So I've got a spare piece of battery cable that I'm gonna cut, and we'll splice these wires into that length of cable, and I'll just extend this ever so slightly. So that'll handle one. And then I'm thinking on this one, I'll just cut these guys right here. I'll install some little eyelets in them, and then I will put one of these lead type lugs on there, and then just bolt the connectors to the bolts on the terminal. That's my plan. So we'll see how that works. I think it's gonna work. But hey, if it doesn't work, then I'll just do something else. Like get frustrated with this chewed up thing right here. Seriously, I'm not even kidding, that's bad. Look at that. It's like just all rounded off to nothing. And maybe some pliers will handle this. Snap-on welding pliers. Got superior teeth for superior grip. At a superior price point. Oh. Well, I don't need these. Let's go ahead and cut these back. Is that enough? I can go a little farther. Besides, this is a little corroded. It's not terrible, but it's not the greatest. Yeah, another 3/8 of an inch. I can trim off the excess if I end up with any. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some heat shrink over these. This is just gonna help to keep them together, and it's gonna provide us a cleaner look, which is good. Right about, let's see, that a little farther forward on this one, right there. Heat gun action. This big heat shrink's not going quietly. It's taking a slight bit of effort. All right. You talking to me? All right, now this is gonna be the magical part. This is where the sparks fly, so to speak. It's a little bit too much. What?
Right.
What?
I'm not gonna take my car and you work on it. Alright,
How am I gonna work on it if I go myself?
that's exactly it. Prove it!
Yeah. Hey, send P, Tara.
Yeah, at least it's
Dude, you should. You should call and be like, hey, dude, can you go to Palmetto and pick something up for us?
Yeah.
It's so bad.
No, I need you. I need you. That's it.
All right, let's see. Oh, I didn't introduce this yet. I got a really cool hydraulic crimping tool. It's for these big crimps. That way you don't have to use the vice grips or whatever. People smash these with vice grips and various other devices. But there's actually a tool that will smash that for us. And that's what I'm gonna use. I actually bought this thing like 3 or 4 years ago and I've never used it. Which made me sad. A little bit awkward though. Stop it. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Begin crimping now. Kick. Ooh, that's nice. I am gonna hit it a second time though. It flared the end out and I don't particularly care for that flare. So I'm just gonna get it one more time on the edge so it's double crimped. Re-click. There we go. Now we're talking. More heat shrink. There we go. Now we've taken something crusty and gross and created something nice and clean. What? Here, let's give this terminal a quick shine. It's still in really good looking shape, but couldn't hurt. Battery's shiny. Okay. Positive lead. It's too small. No worries. We can make it just right. Now it's bigger. Now it's more bigger again. There we go. Right there. Now here's how I'm going to attach this. And I get it, you guys aren't going to like the fact that I use this type of connector. It's what's available, it's what exists, it's what I had to use, and it'll work. And yes, I could have gotten a cable end and cut it and spliced the cable to it, but this is what I chose to use. And it'll work, and it's clean, it's effective. It's a good solution, and it's cheap. See, that's the thing folks don't understand. There's many ways to do things better than, you know, what may necessarily be happening. The question is how much money do we want to pay for these things? See, this is good and cheap. Let's go ahead and tighten this thing down some. It's already fairly tight because I had to spread this to get it to go around the terminal. These type are sized mostly for negative terminals, then you got to spread them for the positive, because the negative terminal is actually smaller than the positive terminal. Anyway, we have achieved optimum clamping force. We're good on that one. This one, on the other hand, I'm gonna do what half of you probably said I should do with that one. What I mean by that is I have recovered this battery lead right here. I will attach this here. We're gonna cut this one. We're gonna cut these and we're gonna splice this in and attach it like so. So effectively lengthening this and replacing it with this cable. I will put some heat shrink on it so it is not red, not to confuse people with the negative side. And I'm gonna cut off this little dangly lead right here too. We don't need that. And no, what I'm doing is not the same as this. And that right there is not the same as this. What?
Come here, bro.
Over there?
Yeah, come on.
But I'm cutting cables and stuff. Hang on. Let me chop this off. All right, intermission. Well, this next one up is huge. I hope this one is gonna work. I'm gonna use it. That's pretty good. So let's see how this is gonna go. This one goes here. And this one's gonna probably come back and fold like so. That's still a little hot. Ouch. So I think I can cut this. I'll cut it right about here. Let's see if that works. Somebody's radio station is wrong. Hey Juan, fix your Bluetooth, bro. That's terrible. Snippage. Oh, you know, we can also cut off this little dangly lead right here. We're not going to need that. Goodbye. Up something roughly like this. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, real quick, so we don't confuse anybody in the future, we're going to make sure that this wire ends up being black. That way they don't mistake it for a positive and hook up a future battery incorrectly, because that would be bad. But hang on, not done yet. I know this is ridiculous and overkill, but hey, these people are paying money for this, so I'm going to deliver them the value that I think they're paying for. Shrink. One little piece over the rest of the red, and boom, we have created a ground cable. All right, we have a halfway finished product. One terminated lead, ready to be joined with the rest of the cable. All right, I found a bolt. I actually stole one off of another terminal, but I've got a bolt for this, so we'll start that. Looks Looks like it's gonna fit very well. This is good. Okay, let us finish this up. Last thing is to connect these two wires and then heat shrink them together to cover up the connector. And then we will have achieved awesomeness. Here, let's do the big bundle of wires first here. It's a mighty large wiring crimp. Right there. No, I want you there. That's it. I can't operate this tool one-handed because the lever doesn't return after I squeeze it. Here we go. Getting tight now. Oh yeah. Sweet, that's it. That's a good one. And I need to trim 1/8 of an inch off of that. Okay. The little dies are not aligned. We don't want that. There we go. Good. Oh, that was almost a fail. Did you see that wire pull out? That was bad. Don't want to do that. There we go. Crimp clickage. Wah, wah, wah. It's fine. We'll put another squeeze on it with smaller dies. I grabbed the next size down. We'll redo it with this. You will work. Oh, here we go. Got some bite now. There we go. That's good. And I'm gonna do one more to knock that flare down a little bit, and we should be good. I'm probably not supposed to knock down the flare. I think the spec on these is to do one crimp. I learned that from an electrician video the other day. The guy was fixing like a transformer, and they were talking about giant line crimps, and they said that the spec on them is one crimp with the machine, not multiple crimps. Something about the resistance of the cable. But we were also talking about like thousands of volts, not 12, so I think I can get away with the double crimp, especially if it looks better. So I am finding that there are some slight flaws in this tool, like the dies don't stay aligned, they like to rotate. But it was like a $30 eBay tool or something like that. Not to bash on eBay or anything, but you get what you pay for. Just like doodly doodly doos. Ray's not here right now, but if you leave a message, they'll get back to you as soon as possible. Beep. What's up?
I just want you to know I ordered it, did not see when they dropped it off, but the condition of this box looks promising.
Oh, I saw that. I figured I would deal with that fire after I'm done with this one.
Yeah. I didn't see when they dropped it off. I would have said something.
Okay, no worries. If it's junk, then we'll tell them it's junk.
Yeah.
Besides, I still need to push that truck over and put it on a lift.
Anyway. So you're aware, I did not see them drop it off. I would have handled that. That's unacceptable.
Awesome.
Because I mean, this is bought, crushed, open, something like somebody did something that's electronically sensitive. I would not accept it.
Oh yeah, yeah, the thing's totally smashed. Yeah, I'll see. Besides, I still need to push that truck over and put it up on a lift. All right. Okay, our crimp is crimped. We got a good solid connection here. That's what we want to see. And let's go ahead and shield this from the elements. A little bit more heat shrink. Right there's the middle. I like that. All right. That is one successfully made cable. Very nice. I like this. I am pleased. How about right like so? I'm trying to route this so it's gonna be good for the long term. There we go. That's better. All right, couple little odds and ends left, and that is all. Make that tight. Cable click. Let's get some corrosion preventative in place here, and then we'll double check output voltage one more time. Shiny. Starting the engine. Install. Not stalling. One negatory, one positive, 14 volts, looking good. Oh, hang on, we got to switch subjects here while that's running. Let's, here's the box in question. Look at that. Awesome. It's a brand name pump, it's Delphi. I guess they didn't take very good care of it. Let's see if it's going to live. Man. I guess it's all right. It's not damaged. Anyway, back to our task at hand. This is some other car. It's a Silverado truck. All right, let's check it again. It's been running for a few moments, about 5. Yeah, 14 volts. That's odd. I had it on the charger for a little while when you guys weren't looking. I was hoping to see it come up to 14.4, but I accept 14. I'd even take 13.8, 13.9 if we had to. So I guess that's okay. Let's make this fully complete and go full circle here, and just see about these power windows. You remember earlier when we started, one of the complaints was the windows go slow, and they thought that was like their problem. Click. Yeah, windows still go slow. Gravity, window gravity. Yep, still a little slow. All right, well, I guess that's gonna go ahead and bring this one to conclusion. We have successfully repaired the screw up and made the system a little bit better with that auxiliary battery repair. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this thing going. I'm gonna let it charge, and I'm actually just gonna run a battery test on this because this thing was brought all the way down and it sat there for a little while. So I don't want to give it back with a weak battery. That should be non-eventful, so I don't feel the need to record that. Anyway, I'm rambling on. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, you know the drill. Let me know about that by tapping that like button down below. If you did not enjoy this video, I'll try better next time. So again, and as always, thank you for watching, and most importantly, do not forget to have yourself a great day. See you guys later. End of Chrysler repair.